you guys feel that too?
Oh yeah, man. Getting after it. Camp for me is for the defensive line. I mean, you hate the offense, you hate everything they do, but you still got to realize it's your team. We need everybody to get to the game, like Coach London said last night. But yeah, you have to have that edge and show that passion to make everyone else better. You just lay it all on the line, and that's what I try to do every play. Whether I got to smack a guy in the face to get him right, because I need you to get me right. Playing against the top teams, the UCLA's, the Louisville. So you need to do that in practice, so you'll be able to be ready in the game when something goes wrong.
Coming off a 2-10 season, what has changed besides just the higher tempo, or if anything?
Team unity. From spring ball on to summer workouts. The team bond has been great. We have everybody buying in. Coach Ryan Teffer, our weight coach, strength and conditioning coach, has been awesome. All of his assistants been awesome, and everybody has just bought in. Me and Grayson, we kind of had a competition of getting our body weight higher, and I remember one day he came and asked me how much I weighed. That's when I had finally crossed the 240 mark, and I told him I'm like 240, 248 now, and he was like, "Oh man, that's crazy," because I'm like 235 now. So I was like, wow, when Grayson came in here, well, obviously we were both skinny guys, but he's done everything that he needed to do, in order to help this team win with his body weight. I see him studying all the time in his locker. He's always treating his body right, always in the training room getting extra treatment, being in the cold tub. So I'm very excited to see what he's going to do to push our offense to the limit and help us win games.
I'd say it's still a learning process, but being a leader or even being a human being, period, it's definitely a process. So, it's a lifelong thing. Like, you're always changing, always growing and whatnot. But I would say that I've taken on a role, I've accepted my role as that leader and whatnot, and I just need to go out there and just be consistent with what I do and what I'm trying to put out there. The team unity, we definitely bent over backwards, like team captains and whatnot, and even some of the other leaders amongst the team. We bent over backwards to make sure that we actually were around some teammates that we normally wouldn't be around in the off season and whatnot. Because sometimes the only place you see guys is at football, but we wanted to put guys in front of each other as far as dinners, going out to eat together. We even had a barbecue just a few weeks ago and whatnot, just to get guys around each other with a pool, basketball court, playing basketball with each other and whatnot. A lot of things. Even volleyball, beach volleyball. How about that? That the defensive coordinator, his ideas bleed into what you guys, the heartbeat of what the defense is.
How does it help you guys being in the second year of the system? How does that go?
A lot more comfortable. We get to think, I know me and Ant specifically, and a few more guys that we've brought along with us, we think how he tries to think, So we understand why he calls a certain call, why he didn't call one certain call, or what he wants to do at a certain time and whatnot. And it's definitely made us more comfortable. We can just play faster and just actually bring the energy. We're thinking a lot less out there and just playing.
Landing seems to kind of be in the same ballpark that you were coming straight out and playing as a true freshman. What did you try to impress upon him and kind of hold his hand, give him some advice, because you've been in his shoes?
Just listen and just go out and just play fast. Being a first year out there on the defense and in college, it's definitely a faster game coming from high school. So I told him just wherever he's going, don't think too much, just go fast. And if he make a mistake, just make it 100%, and we'll watch it on film and then correct it from there, and he can learn that way.
Do you have any better idea yet when you might be back out there full speed, or is it just kind of wait for as long as you're back in time for UCLA? Is that kind of the approach?
Yeah, I'm definitely just trying to, get back for the first game, taking it day by day, slowly incorporating myself, going to the trainer every day, and keeping my conditioning up, and just doing what I can to keep getting better so I can be ready for the first game.
How frustrating is that?
It's very frustrating. It's very tough. One of the toughest times I've ever faced, maybe, being sidelined, missing last season, and then, not being able to practice fully the first week of camp, and it's tough, but I'm embracing it and just doing what I can to get better.
It was definitely something I needed to grow into, especially mentally. Knowledge of the game was a big deal for me, and it's been night and day since stepping on to grounds at UVA and now. The knowledge of the game for me has definitely increased, and that was a big deal for me when it came to stepping on the field and playing.
At the ACC kickoff, Coach London mentioned something. I don't know if he was joking or not. He said you got plays on your ceiling or something like that?
That was an exaggeration. I have plays on my wall though. I did I did go to Walmart and get some paint that allows you to have a dry erase board on your wall, and so I do have this big 6x6 foot square that I can do all of my plays and stuff in my wall, and I actually have a projector as well to watch film in my room and that kind of thing. So I've loved it since I knew what it was. So I mean, I loved going out in the backyard when I was younger. I mean, it's just been something that I've loved since day one, and if I can get better, that's what I'm going to try to do. And so I think a year or two ago, our meeting rooms in McHugh, we changed our whiteboards to the paint, and I thought that was just a cool, awesome idea. And so I wanted to see if I could, go get it. And it was only like $15 or $20 in Walmart. So I was just like, hey, I'm going to go get it and paint my wall. So that's what I did. I just love the game, and I love learning more about it. I mean, that whole position group is excellent. I mean, we have so many good receivers right now. There is no rotation because they're all getting in there and they're all producing. And so, I mean, it's a lot of fun when you can trust all of those guys to go up and make plays for you. Our rallying cry actually is to play with each other, with unity, and that's been our whole thing that Coach London and the players and all of the guys have been preaching this whole offseason, is to just be unified, have a sense of camaraderie, and play together. And that's when you know that you can look to your left and your right, and you've got a guy that's going to play for you. I mean, that's a big deal.
I think what's special about this class, this senior class, is because a lot of guys in KP's class, they did redshirt their freshman year, and there were a lot of guys in our class who played. So we're all kind of here as 4th and 5th year guys. So just bringing us all together, trying to bring the young guys with us. It's kind of hard to see it when you are a young guy. But now that it's my last year, I only have kind of so many weeks on campus. So, I think we have done a good job, just in the winter, the spring, the summer, just trying to become closer as a team. And we've done it off the field, and I think it's starting to show on the field as well.
We have a lot of good backs, man. Got a lot of guys that can do different things, and it's all about keeping us fresh. So that's always a plus. Smoke can do it all. Khalid can do it all. We have guys that can do it all, not just me. So that's always a big thing. That's always a big plus.
You guys got some good competition.
Right. We were just talking about this in the locker room last night, and I made a good point. And I said, I don't care if we put an NFL team in front of us. I'm ready to go out there and go play. And I feel like most guys on our team, they don't care who's out there. We just want to play. So, and that's a big thing for us.